John Wayne Gacy was a name that sent chills down America's spine. He was a man who lived a double life. By day, he was a seemingly normal contractor and even played a clown at children's parties. By night, he became a ruthless predator. Gacy is best known by his chilling moniker, the Killer Clown. Gacy's crimes shocked the nation. He was convicted of murdering 33 young men and boys. He buried most of his victims in a crawl space under his house. The sheer brutality and the unsuspecting nature of his persona make his case one of the most disturbing in American history. Understanding Gacy's descent into madness requires a closer look at his life before his arrest. John Wayne Gacy Jr. was born in Chicago in 1942. His childhood was far from idyllic. He endured a difficult relationship with his father, an alcoholic who often belittled and abused him. His father's disapproval left deep emotional scars. Gacy's early life was marked by various troubles. He struggled in school and never quite fit in. He grappled with his sexuality and experienced blackouts even during his youth. These early warning signs hinted at deeper psychological turmoil. As a young adult, Gacy tried to build a normal life. He married and had children. He even joined his local JC's chapter, becoming a well-liked member of the community. However, this facade of normalcy hid a growing darkness within him. His first known offense occurred in 1968. He was convicted of sexually assaulting a teenage boy. This marked the beginning of his descent into depravity, a path that would lead to unimaginable horrors. After serving only 18 months of a 10-year sentence for his first sexual assault conviction, Gacy was released on parole. He moved back to Illinois and remarried. His criminal past, however, was far from behind him. Gacy's modus operandi often involved luring young men, often with promises of work, back to his home. He would then overpower them, often after torturing them. He buried most of his victims in the crawl space of his suburban Chicago home. As the body count grew, the police began to suspect Gacy. His name surfaced during a missing person investigation. A teenage boy, last seen with Gacy, had vanished without a trace. The investigation into Gacy's activities intensified. The authorities obtained a search warrant for his house. What they discovered sent shockwaves through the nation. Section 4. Unmasking the Monster. When police searched Gacy's home, the horrifying truth of his crimes became undeniable. The stench of decomposition led them to the crawl space. There, they unearthed the remains of 29 bodies. Gacy was swiftly arrested and charged with multiple counts of murder. The discovery of the bodies under his house sent shockwaves across America. The Killer Clown had been unmasked. The evidence against Gacy was overwhelming. Faced with the gruesome discoveries in his home, Gacy confessed to the murders. He provided chilling details about his crimes, showing little remorse for his actions. The nation watched in horror as the details of Gacy's crimes unfolded during his trial. The prosecution presented a mountain of evidence, including the testimony of survivors and the physical evidence found in his home. Section 5. Justice served. Gacy's trial was a media sensation. The world listened in disbelief as the full extent of his depravity was revealed. He was found guilty on all 33 counts of murder. The court sentenced him to death. Despite the overwhelming evidence and his confession, Gacy later recanted, claiming he was innocent. He spent years on death row, filing numerous appeals. He even painted pictures, some depicting clowns, which he sold to the public. However, Gacy's attempts to delay justice were unsuccessful. After 14 years on death row, he was executed by lethal injection on May 10, 1994, at the Stateville Correctional Center in Illinois. Section 6. The Gacy Legacy. John Wayne Gacy's case left an indelible mark on American society. The sheer horror of his crimes, coupled with his seemingly normal facade, sparked a national conversation about the nature of evil. The Gacy case also led to advancements in law enforcement techniques. His case highlighted the importance of profiling in serial killer investigations. It also brought attention to the need for better tracking of missing persons, especially young men who were often overlooked. Perhaps most importantly, Gacy's case served as a chilling reminder that monsters can hide in plain sight. It taught us to be wary of appearances and to be vigilant in protecting the vulnerable members of our communities. Though Gacy is gone, his legacy continues to haunt us, reminding us of the dark potential that lurks within seemingly ordinary individuals.